For joining us here at Twitch over at Telltale HQ. I'm Nathan, the community manager. What do we have here?
Jason Latino, episode director.
And
Melissa Hutchison, Clementine. Awesome. And that is Maple Marie, our special season 2, episode 1 guest.
yeah, emotional therapy dog.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need it as this story continues.
Yes.
But we're about to start playing episode 1 of season 2 of The Walking Dead. Keep in mind, if you're a Twitch Prime member, you actually get access to season 2 of The Walking Dead right now for free. So if you haven't played this, maybe watch the first episode here and then go get it and check it out before we spoil the rest of it the rest of this week. So, you guys want to get started?
Why not?
Cool. See if we can.
Why not?
Man, yesterday was pretty tough.
Yeah. You know, we had it was really awesome to finally meet Trevor, who's Ben. That's crazy that this whole time I've never actually hung out with that guy. And we had Owen Thomas Omid for the comic relief. So yeah, it was horrible.
Even with that,
but you know, Owen,
still...
it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
When he's like singing, like, you know, there are zombies every 5 seconds, and
he's so perfect for that character too, because that's almost his role.
Exactly.
As well.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna get a little recap here for those who haven't
Last
visited
season.
in a while. No,
Previously on The Walking Dead. What's your name?
So Jason, tell us about your history with the Walking Dead property, both as a fan and then leading into working on this project.
Yeah. So Dennis Leonard is the actual episode director for 201, is how we refer to it internally. And he couldn't be here today, so I'm filling his shoes. So I didn't direct this particular episode. Season 1, I was a cinematic artist.
I hope you know
I started my first project at Telltale was Jurassic Park, and it was like really close to when we announced we were doing Walking Dead and Fables. I'm a huge kind of comics reader, and so I was like, jackpot! And both of those ended up just being a lot of fun to work on. And then I was directing by the time we got to season 2. I did episode 2 of Fables, and then rolled on and directed episode 4 of season 2. So I'll be back.
Saturday. Right?
Yeah, back Saturday.
I might have to come crash that.
Yeah.
I pretty much invited myself to all of these.
You have a set of keys for the office.
Yeah,
You
I
just come
know,
and go
right?
whenever you need to.
I was on the elevator and someone didn't know who I was. I'm like, do you not know who I am?
There's a
And they're
special
like, no,
Quim
and I
button
don't
on the
care.
side of the elevator
It was
command
actually-
console.
Right,
You
yeah.
hit
All
that.
right,
For the
all right.
record.
Now I should have known that.
You know, the handshake.
Yeah, right.
So, okay, so you started off here as a cinematic artist. Can you kind of try to, like, layman terms, explain what a cinematic artist does to people? Because I think it's a name that maybe, it makes sense for us because we kind of see how a Telltale game is made, but maybe not everybody understands sort of what your main responsibilities are.
Yeah, so we have like character modelers and riggers and environment artists, and they make the kind of the assets. You have the animators who, put all of these kind of animations together, and the cinematic artist is the one who's like, if they're like the prep cooks who are chopping the vegetables and preparing the meat and all that kind of stuff, the cinematic team throws all those ingredients into the pot and stirs it and kind of makes it come to life, and that kind of thing. So we're in charge of implementing the animations, timing them out, blocking and staging of the camera and characters, and the visual storytelling.
I am.
And that kind of
That's
thing.
a lot.
So, yeah, it's
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm actually really grateful that you just explained that, because a lot of times people will be like, oh, what is that? I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
he
it's-
comes to the sessions and he's a super awesome guy and they make magic.
Yeah.
So
We're not calling our
it's
baby
so much
Armenia.
work.
One of
Yeah,
you
and then
is
when I'm a
your
director, when I'm in the
Clementine,
director
I
role,
Right.
then I get to to sit in on some of
Director.
the.
What do we tell them to name the baby, guys?
No.
Oh,
Or how do we want to respond?
Ring to it.
whoa,
What if it's a girl? Yeah.
There you go. That's
You
a
don't
good
know.
question.
Yeah. See, we're in sync.
Omid's just so presumptuous.
As
Yeah,
always.
seriously.
Call her Krista.
He thinks, oh, my genes are so amazing. They're going to create another Omid, right? Like,
Yep.
it's just inevitable.
Clearly.
Oh, congratulations to Becky, who
I
just
know.
had her
Oh,
kid
yeah.
last night.
Baby.
Episode 2 director for season 3 just had a kid last night. So.
Keep talking.
Congrats.
You'll be sleeping in
Very,
the ring
very
tonight.
cute.
Production babies.
I know, right?
Remember
There's
that
a lot of
time
them
at
in the
Barstow?
credits, I noticed.
Vegas weekend.
Oh, right. Sorry, guys. Let me go sit the subtitles on real quick.
Wah, wah.
There we go.
So the subtitles are funny because
Oh, wait.
I when I'm doing the cinematics and stuff like that, I play with them on, because it's something that I refer to as the Telltale close-up, which is a little bit further back than you'll see in a lot of movies, because I hate it when characters' mouths and lips are moving over their subtitles
Oh yeah.
compositionally. So
You like to know where they're going to be, so you can make sure to block.
make sure their chin's not dribbling all over what they're saying and that kind of thing. So it's a way that that the subtitles affect the cinematic language of a Telltale game.
Interesting.
There's a certain threshold we don't like to get much closer if we're going to include their mouths in the composition.
So a cinematic artist sounds kind of like somebody who's like a director of photography, but also you're just kind of like doing all the kind of you're helping compose the shot and and all the ingredients are there and the kind of general direction that the bigger directors and the producers and stuff are asking for, but you guys are actually getting to put your own spin on how an actual scene plays out. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a very much of a collaborative kind of process and that kind of thing. Like the cinematic artist for a scene is going to be almost like a cinematographer and AD, all rolled into one. There'll be some shots that the director will have in mind and they'll be pushing for, and that kind of thing. And then they'll, sometimes they'll even get into, because a lot of our directors come from the cinematic pool, and so they'll get in and make certain shots happen. But outside of that, it's really the cinematographers are the ones who are breathing life into all the tiny moments in between that make these things happen.
Which that's what makes this series so special, and all the Telltale games really work is those little moments that really resonate. So you were speaking earlier that you guys have worked together. You actually had interactions during this process. Can you speak a little bit about because I've been here for a little while. I didn't really realize that how much of an interaction the rest of the team has with the voice actors versus like being in a bit of a vacuum with the voice director and stuff. Like, can you speak a little bit about like how much?
I force myself upon people. I look at the credits. I'm like, all right, who are these people?
All right,
I show up here and I'm like, you there. No, I mean, when you're directing, I mean, sometimes there was like 3 or 4 people that would work on the episode, especially in season 1, coming in to the sessions. So, I mean, we got to work together quite a bit.
We worked together before. We probably met over at Dennis's for some party for the first time, but we got to work together for the first time when you were Toad Jr. for Fables.
Yeah. That's right.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize for the longest time that was you. So impressive range.
Thank you.
That's like her, like Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Yeah, totally.
It's like that. Oh, I didn't
Can't
know that.
unhear it when you realize it.
Yep.
But
I know.
You're so lost in that character.
What a sweet character that was too. God.
Much like Clementine, you feel so terrible for breaking any bad news to him.
Sweep him up in your arms.
Yeah, I want to see that buddy cop drama.
Of Clem and Toad Jr. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
They got
I'm just getting too old for this shit.
It's either that or like
now,
a Home Alone style movie where like they have to like set up a series of elaborate traps to stop bumbling criminals.
Right. Firecrackers. Right. We worked together. I mean.
Yeah, a lot. And then on 204, we worked a lot together. Just because you were the principal character and that kind of thing. So what they'll do is we'll have like a VO director, and they're kind of handling the talent and the paperwork and making sure that these guys are getting paid for their wonderful craft and that kind of thing. And then they'll bring in an episodic director or writer or designer for the context and that kind of thing, because like these guys, like it's incredible. They do dry reads and give us like these amazing performances. And that's like it's funny because this kind of plays off like the whole like what does a cinematic artist do? It's like we're like the Charlie Chaplin to their voice. Like we're doing all the physical acting and that kind of thing. So we take a lot of inspiration from the VO artists and that kind of thing. So lining up animations on the emphasis of the lines and that kind of thing. So they'll do a lot just like automatically, especially like Gavin and Melissa are just wonderful at that.
They make your job easier by just giving you such an electric performance early on.
Yeah, and then there'll be like some stuff that's like said and just like cutscenes outside of player control, and there'll be some things that are like, no, the player like made a choice to say this thing. So we really like if Clementine's calling somebody a jerk in just like a normal cutscene, it doesn't need to hit that hard. But if Clementine's calling somebody a jerk on a button press, we want to hit that. We need to make sure that like, okay, player wants to express something here, so it needs to be a little bit more emphatic and that kind of thing.
And you have to get the physical acting to reinforce that performance to get that across.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll sometimes say it's like, okay, dial that up a little bit more and that kind of thing.
And it's much more of a collaborative process than I think a lot of people might realize.
Yeah.
Every oh god, by the way, sorry, I'm kind of
yeah.
bearing the lead here with
like, this huge emotional beat here.
Well, we actually have a question about this moment from Liddy123. They want to know, was Omid's death planned from the beginning?
Was Omid's death planned from the beginning?
From the beginning, like
I'm assuming of season 2.
Of season 2, yeah. I mean, in like these early moments, I think there was talk of. So I wasn't on the project super early, so I don't know all the conversations, but I can remember like hearsay around the office, and I think there was talk about you might not have seen all of this, the first time around and that kind of thing, which would lead you to wonder, and you might revisit this in further flashbacks. I think that was fairly early in development, but
it's kind of debating when the scene would happen.
Yeah,
and how much
exactly.
Would lead up to
I think from what I recall, yes, because like this I think was always going to be one of the opening bits of the season, which means that it's pretty much ironed out and that kind of thing. But definitely not like in season 1. We weren't just like, this guy's going to die at the
Yeah, this
season
guy.
2. This guy, yeah.
Well, I mean, at what point? That's my question. Oh, I always hit my mic. Sorry. I mean, it seemed like just a few months before even getting going on season 2, that was when it was like, all right, we'll make Clementine the playable character. That wasn't like something that was immediately known at the end of season 1 from what I know. Right?
Well, there was a lot of just kind of like, we finished season 1 and there was like a kind of a daze around the office.
Right.
Because it's really, you think of episode 5 and kind of how Bummerville it is.
Yeah.
But to the Telltale offices, it was like a crazy, exciting time to be at the company and that kind of thing. And then I remember like I was working with the Fables team at the time, and we were like, okay, now we're working on the follow-up to the game of the year and that kind of thing. So
right, no
pressure's
pressure.
on.
I don't even know how
pressure.
early they were just like, all right, we got to flip the switch and go into season 2. I think there was kind of a lot of collecting ourselves and that kind of thing. And then we also killed our protagonist, main playable character for season 1.
Which was very effective.
Yes, effective.
Highly
effective.
effective.
Can we do?
If I had my druthers, I would have loved to have played as Krista for season 2. Because I thought it would have been interesting that you could make decisions, and then Clementine could say, "It's just like, well, Lee wouldn't have said that," because based off of the way that you played Lee in season 1, you could actually contradict yourself as the player character.
Krista is technically,
Yeah, she's in the wind. She's in the wind.
Yeah.
We can't
But
stay in one
but
place
yeah,
too
I think
long.
playable
It's too
Clementine it was
dangerous.
definitely a
We
design
need to keep
challenge.
moving.
I remember joining the team kind of further down and that kind of thing. It's just
Never
like, well,
seemed to get
why are people going to listen to her and but
So it's entirely different dynamic than any other character and pretty much any of our games, really.
almost any other game.
The social,
yeah.
well, that's true too. Yeah, just in general. Yeah, and it must have been really hard to be like, really thinking about that stuff and how she's going to come off to other characters and giving the player different ways to be able to try to sort of either assert their needs and what they want to do, but also having to deal with people judging her or not taking her seriously, and it's difficult.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a certain amount of you're dealing with the kind of the party that you meet up with. Spoilers, like in this season, they're a bit more. They haven't experienced quite the horrors of the apocalypse that Clementine has at this point. So there's a bit of Clementine kind of brings a much more kind of sobering perspective on the events of season 2. So there's she's definitely kind of matured a lot, between seasons and over the course of season 1 and that kind of thing. So there's a gravity to her that I think that's one of the reasons that I think like season 2 just solidified her in, in just kind of the pantheon of great video game characters.
Definitely.
So someone, Gamer288 actually wants to know what kind of dog is Maple?
A squirrely one at the moment.
Yeah.
Won't sit still. She is a Chihuahua, 100%. And I've had her, I adopted her a year ago, and she's about 3. But yeah, she's a teeny tiny little Chihuahua creature.
You ever bring her to VO sessions?
I do. There's actually a particular studio I work at where I'm there so much, or at least I was kind of on hiatus right now. But she's so little, I couldn't. It was a commute, so I had to bring her, and I got very lucky because I hadn't had her that long, and I was just like, I don't know how this is gonna work, but I just give her little treats, and she actually loves it. When I go to that studio now, she like runs for the booth. When we leave, I have to pick her up and carry her out because she doesn't want to go. So.
She definitely has like a chill, like Clementine style temperament that you just like collected and together.
Yeah.
For a little dog,
Taking it all
especially.
in.
For a Chihuahua too. Chihuahuas. I mean, again, it was just kind of happened that we found each other. I was not necessarily.
Every time she comes out of the dog park, she looks at you and just says, "Still not bitten."
Still not. Yeah.
Hey.
Good stuff.
So
Good times.
S-Fan for Life 2 wants to know, I think this is a question that everyone can answer. If Clem wasn't the controllable character in Season 2, who would you have liked it to have been?
Well,
That's
Krista was,
reading that
Krista was a great
Krista's
idea,
my
actually.
answer. I could try and think of another one, but.
Well, if
I'll let you
Omid
guys
wouldn't
go.
have died.
It would have been cool to switch back and forth between Krista and Omid. Like kind of like
Yeah,
Tales from the
yeah.
Borderlands,
Yeah.
and they'd have different perspectives on things, and you could kind of influence both their characters. That would have been cool.
Well, and honestly, I mean, I knew that Clementine wouldn't go away. I knew that she would continue on, but part of me was like, I wonder if they're going to continue Season 2 with Clementine, or if they're going to disappear for a while, and maybe in Season 3 we'll come back. And
This'll never cook.
but otherwise, it's just really down to kind of Krista and Omid.
Yeah, I mean, Luke's kind of quarterbacks a lot of
Oh,
the
yeah, I guess he
season and
could
that
have
kind of thing.
theoretically
So
been.
yeah, but I mean, he's not there from the beginning. It's like he's not here yet.
Chad's gonna be so
Kenny.
mad at me for
Now
burning
that
the
one's-
Kenny photo.
Yeah,
They're not caught up yet.
Well, I'm sorry if it's a choice between burning a picture of Lee and burning Kenny. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Now, and that's,
sorry. I have my druthers.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
drawing
yeah.
that Duck did.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
desecrated the memory of 2 people
Okay,
in that
yeah.
act.
Yeah.
That's
I think
impressive.
so.
I'm a monster.
It's all good. That's what the cool thing about this game is. It really like calls people on their actions and like makes them like, oh god.
I think even more
know?
so this season too, because I feel like the scenarios that Clementine finds herself in are grayer than ever. Like I feel so torn about any choice that I made here.
Cat's really mad at you for burning the picture.
I knew it. I knew it.
You missed the log. Apparently, there's wood to burn, and you burned
Oh.
the picture.
I must
and
know
you-
when. You're like, oh, there's one.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
It was
Beautiful
raining.
Nathan made a
Look,
mistake.
it was raining. The wood's probably not burnable.
That's
It'll-
his name, by the
Yeah.
way. It's Beautiful,
Beautiful
Nathan.
Nathan.
Beautiful
Just
I had a
catch up on
hashtag
that.
trending. It was amazing.
Okay.
We have a question from Win Mage Master. Since Season 3 has an official title, A New Frontier, out December 20th, has there been any thought of going back to give Season 2 a title? And I would add on, what would you title it?
Oh wow.
Oh, Jason.
I haven't heard any talks like that. It's kind of like Star Wars wasn't like Episode 4 wasn't A New Hope until like after they like we're gonna do more of these and that kind of thing. So it could be something where if there's ever going to be like a big like repackaging of the first 2 seasons, you might have to consider that. I haven't heard any internal talks on that.
But what would you like to hear if you had to name it?
Clem's my favorite.
Clem's my
Clem's my favorite. The adult in the room? No.
Can't tell him.
That's a good surprise.
Yeah,
It's indicative.
I'd probably, if I was going to try for something serious, do something like Out in the Open or something like that, because there's a lot of this that is
There's a lot of
definitely a journey narrative, not
Is
a whole
that-
lot of safety.
Just real fast. Is that Julian Kwasniewski?
playing that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay, so
that's-
again, our mighty director, Julian Kwasniewski, besides the guy that gets the trap in Season 1, this is him.
Yeah, yep.
His brilliance.
I recognize that swearing anywhere.
I know, right? This actually, he didn't know he was being recorded. Actually, this is just a normal
Right,
conversation
yeah.
with him.
This is him giving direction to Melissa. Oh, come on. You're on
You're on my last
nerve.
fucking nerve.
Stop kicking.
Those VO sessions must be intense.
Yeah, it was
they
pretty
can be.
physical.
Yeah, do you, whenever you do a lot of the VO for like a Telltale game, do you get physical in your performance? Because I've seen some.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to. It's tricky, of course, because you can't make noise that'll pick up on the mic. But there's a scene coming up.
I
in
hit
this.
the. By the way, I was hitting left repeatedly.
God. What have we
Hardware
been on for, like,
fail,
10
not me.
minutes?
Number one.
No.
Jason, we've got a question for you from Lost Upon a Walking Dead. How do you think Nima from the Jurassic Park game would do in the Walking Dead universe?
Oh, she would be fine. She'd team up with. I think her and Krista would have won the apocalypse. For sure. No, yeah, she should have that machete, so she'd fit right in. Yeah, she was really fun. I toured or did the cinematic with her for her fight with what's his face, Billy Yoder in that last episode. She was very capable. Funny story about when Melissa does her performances. I can't look at her because when she's doing adult voices, it's fine. When she's doing Clementine, I have to like scoot to where I can just see my laptop or something like that because I'm afraid I'll break the spell. It's just and we did the table read for season 3, and I have to look forward.
I was wondering. I was like, God, did I piss him off?
No,
He's like not looking at me.
Well, that was the thing. So we invited her in to do a table read for just that we had the script for season 3, and she's there and she delivers her first line. The whole room goes quiet. I think she gets super nervous, and then everybody just like starts clapping and that kind of thing. It was just like this magical moment.
It was awesome.
Everybody got chills, and they were talking about it like for the next couple days.
Oh,
it's
that's
like, remember
awesome.
that time?
That's so cool.
Oh, it was amazing.
It's sometimes I can't remember what voice actress this was. It might have been Nancy Cartwright. It was someone who was just like when doing the voices, like someone was just like, I'm having a hard time like seeing this with you doing this voice. I'm like, well, just close your eyes. And it's like, oh yeah, because I mean, it obvious. I'm a few years older than she is.
Like 3.
Yeah, like 3. So yeah, and of course, I can totally see why. In fact, I think a lot of people, not that I'm like staring to see who's watching me, but I think a lot of people.
This is about me.
Yeah. Why are they not looking at me?
Well,
What I'm doing is brilliant.
It happens with radio people too. It's just you have this image in your head of what somebody's going to look like, and whenever
and you see them,
and you're just like, that is not what I pictured at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot of podcast people that I like, I'm like, I see a picture, I'm like, weird.
It is very the voice, and that's one of the things I love most about being a voice actor is, I mean, I get to play this rad little girl, and then in The Wolf Among Us, I'm Beauty and a little frog, and then I'm in Yokai Watch, and I'm some crazy characters, and I have too many to even talk about.
Most of them.
But like, I'm most of, one of 5 actors on the show. It's just we get to be whoever we want, and obviously on camera, it's a little harder to.
On that show?
What was that?
I think
there's.
million?
Well, now I'm gonna have to think. There's a million yokai,
Yeah.
and I think there's maybe 6 of us actually. I'd have to actually do
Wow.
mental math right now.
Mental math, yeah.
A
Mental math's the
shockingly
worst.
low
I'm
math.
signing on for that at the moment.
We have a question from Zapper God 102.
Ooh,
Who do
nice.
you or the cast hope could come back from the previous 2 seasons?
Well, one of my favorites. Well, I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, that's yeah. We can only talk about.
does.
Yeah, we can't spoil anything for season 3.
I don't know.
I love working. I mean, I got to work with Dave Fennoy when he was doing Bluebeard for, and working
Wolf.
with him is always great. So
Yeah.
it's just like if they could be like Lee flashbacks
Yeah,
or that kind of
any
thing.
kind of way to bring Lee back.
And that's just such a touchstone for fans of this license. But maybe that's the easy answer.
Maybe a dream sequence like Lion King in the clouds.
Yes.
Right? Have Lee up there be like, oh,
Working with him, I
Everything the light
imagine.
touches.
Yeah, He is the Mufasa of The Walking Dead.
I'm still gonna go for Chuck the hobo.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck the hobo.
He's still squirreling around out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and
He's a survivor.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, he's super not.
He's the
super
wisest.
not squirreling
He's the
around.
wisest
Oh,
walker.
right.
He is like.
I thought you meant
gutted.
it like as a walker. I mean, yeah, he's wiggling.
Oh,
Oh, no,
here we
he
go.
like dead.
Mhm.
Oh no, he dead.
Sam. Everybody saw that.
Maple, look.
It's okay.
Don't
Back
follow
there.
Sam's example, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, she pricked her ears. She thinks I have.
Now we're all just watching the
She
dog
wants
instead of the game.
me to get
pet
What do
the
you think of
dogs.
this? What do you think of this?
Yeah, what do you think? She's like, well, I know you have liver treats in your pocket.
Sorry.
That's what Clementine forgot.
Treats.
Yeah, the liver
Yes.
treats.
I know. Can we feed it to the screen? Here, Sam. This is horrible.
Set it
This
on
is,
the ground very
Yeah,
far
this
away
is-
from the
This
dog.
is horrible.
As
This whole
fans.
sequence is just one of those things. After we recorded, I was just like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
remember who was in the session that day. It was probably
It was
Dennis.
probably Dennis, yeah.
And I was just like, "You people are sick." Look at me, just spoiling.
Look at Maple. She's so cute. As Fan for Life 2 says, if Sam dies, we riot. So I guess we have to prepare for that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Twitch uprising.
Yeah.
I agree. Can't blame him.
Season 3, we just need to have a rabbit named Max.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the environment.
Yeah. I think we do have some rabbit assets because there's the Arctic hare who shows up in Game of
Oh.
Thrones. So
There you go.
look for some rabbits. Decide that their names.
Some kind of rabbity thing.
Yeah, some kind of rabbity, hyperkinetic rabbity.
Right.
Yeah, that was the thing. So I came to Telltale
Around for some food.
to work on. Like I was a Telltale fan. I wanted to work on adventure games and that kind of thing. And then my first game was Jurassic Park, which was not very adventure gamey. And then we just kind of found this new kind of more mainstream, interesting kind of version.
More of an
adventure.
evolution
Yeah, exactly.
of the
it's
tenets of the adventure genre,
exactly.
but in a more cinematic language. Hence, we're walking around,
Hence we're
clicking around, and
we're
looking
walking-
at stuff.
yeah,
This is
Click,
this
this
click.
is a
right.
LucasArts style point-and-click adventure game.
Yeah, when I'm
right
doing
now.
cinematics, this is the kind of thing that I like to get. It's like, give me something with a nav cam so I can walk around and click on things, pick them up, say I can't use these two things together. And
Yeah, thankfully there's none of that frustrating rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle,
Yeah,
kind of
well,
like bonkers stuff
and
where
by
you're just like
frustrating, we mean legendary. But
Legendarily frustrating in some
Legendarily
cases,
frustrating,
yeah. Where was I with those games before the internet, where I could look up the solution?
You were asking all of your friends and hoping they knew the
Yep.
answer.
So
I always-
Melissa, we have a question for you.
Yes.
So how do you feel about Clementine's journey from season 1 to season 3? Like
Hey,
season
you
1,
wanna
she's
play?
kind
You
of
wanna play
Lee's like surrogate daughter a little bit. Season 2, she's a little bit out on her own, and season 3, she's kind of with Hobby.
You know, it's interesting. I was just sitting here thinking about that because, I've been fortunate enough to sit in on a few episodes from season 1, which I haven't played for a long time. And I'm watching this, and I'm, I would love to take all the credit for where it's at. I'm like, wow, I did a really great
boy.
job
What's the
transitioning.
matter?
My God. But I mean, really, like with the direction, and honestly, especially the first episodes, there's a lot of, you go into the studio and it's a guarantee you're going to be back for probably quite a few pickup sessions. But I was just noting on this that
It's okay. He's dead.
her transition is
Look,
really well
you
done.
Can see the bite.
And I'm not trying to be egotistical right now, but no, it's 'cause it's not just me, so I can say that.
Never worked.
I think from little tiny Clem of season 1 to season 2, we start to see the more badass moments, the sassier version.
We're smart.
And
He's not.
then, I guess we'll all find out.
We'll all find
very
out. Yeah,
soon
if that
here.
was
Yeah.
a clever ploy to get season 3 spoilers out of Melissa.
Yeah, I know. And then in
She
season
cleverly
3,
You'll
have to
when
play
it
the
turns
game
out
to
I'm a
find out.
robot the whole
Tune
time,
in
I'm
for
like,
more.
what?
I know with
It's
me
okay,
and when
boy.
we work together, my
can't hurt
touchstone
us.
for the character is survival guilt and that kind of thing. So it's just like kind of, there's a, Clem's great, but there's a pile of bodies that she kind of leaves in her wake.
Yeah.
For better, for worse, through her own actions or happenstance of the apocalypse. But
Well,
I think
that's-
that weighs on her, and that's definitely one of the things that, like when we're talking about that maturity that her character has, comes from the sacrifices that she's seen people make, and I think she's very aware of that and probably compartmentalizes that quite a bit.
She'd almost have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's too young to really figure out what to do with that kind of emotional information, but I think she kind of buries it.
Right.
She's very emotionally intuitive, though. I always liked early on how she was sort of the one helping you as Lee navigate some of the more subtle, like emotional moments in the group. You know, she's always the one that was like a little bit more plugged into how people are feeling and what they might need.
Well, and honestly, I think in general, it was a big risk to put a small child as a main component of the game, because that could backfire. Because no offense to the children of the world, but they can be the ducks. They can be very kind of like, oh my God, that kid is, he's gonna kill us. He's gonna.
She's
fuck
very
everything
wise
up.
beyond her years.
Yeah,
emotionally.
she's very endearing, and I think that quality, unless I don't know, I'm already creating more seasons for her.
Yeah.
In season
Yeah, in
seven,
season 7,
all of a sudden she's the
Cyborg
carver. Then
Clementine, yeah.
That's the time
Really
skip.
picks up in season 12.
Yeah.
right.
That's the time skip where they're in space, like we were talking about the other day. Spacewalkers.
It's I think in her character though, what's been important, and from everybody I've worked from the director's point of view, is even in those sassy or those moments where you're seeing a harder Clem, there still has to be this essence of why we all came to know and love her.
Yep. Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. So yeah, when she's in tense situations, we'll often do takes where she's swearing, and then we'll do takes without the swearing and that kind of thing, because we don't want to lose the Clemness. Like it's
the balancing act.
It's not innocence necessarily, but there's a, and it's not quite just like childlike purity, but there's just a Clemness. I don't know, and I think I really I give credit to the season 1 team. When Clementine will remember that. She's kind of a sponge for the events that the player's perpetrating in season 1, and it's very non-judgmental. There's very few things where Clementine's just like, oh, that was the wrong thing to do,
right,
and that kind of thing. So she's just kind of a silent witness to all this, especially on the St. John's Dairy and 102.
I know, right?
And that kind of thing, and so she's packing all that away, and that's just a lot. So. I don't know. There's a certain amount of she's just seen a lot.
I gotta say also,
kid.
being able to open a tin can with
a
just a
knife.
tiny blunt
Yeah.
pocket knife is impressive.
Yep.
She already has more survival skills than I have at 32,
Right.
so impressive.
You just take the can and just die with it in your hand.
You have to feed the dog. Or
I would just beat
Twitch
it
is
against the
gonna-
rock and then give up and kill over dead. I feel like a caveman.
Maple, you might want to stay sleeping for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go, guys.
Can the dog.
Yo, you have
Can the
to
dog.
Cover the dog's eyes.
you have
Glass
to do
him.
everything
Glass him,
nice
yeah.
possible. Oh, well,
No.
damn it. But can you blame him?
I mean, no, because he's an animal who's probably starving.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to itch. her
She's
leg.
licking something over there, and it's making me nervous.
You're like, y'all lucky y'all don't have.
Oh, this is horrible.
See, that's a great cinematic moment right there.
Yes.
Is
By the way,
you
she's
take
got this
the
thing.
dogs ran off. The dogs ran off, and then you're like, okay, well that's gone. And then the cinematic artist brings the knife up into frame, and you realize, oh, what is Telltale going to make
I
us
hate
do?
You.
Yep.
I hate
Yep.
you, Telltale games. I hate
This
you
is
with
very
all my
upsetting.
heart.
Yeah.
We're all dog
is
lovers
so
here at
F.
Telltale, despite what we're seeing right now. I want that to be known.
Yeah. So yeah, there's actually.
What does the chat want us to do?
They
You
have not
have
said.
to kill the dog. I'm overriding the chat.
We got one mercy kill.
You have to
Okay.
kill
Knife,
the
knife,
dog.
knife.
the dog.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
So
we'll listen to Clem.
there's actually, so we did a lot of, I think, library sounds for the dog in this episode, but we also brought we brought Brody.
Oh,
we
it was
brought
Brody?
Brody.
I
There's
tell
there's
this story all
some
the
Brody
time.
noises. We had this temporary sound booth in the office at one point, and then we brought in my dog, who's very vocal, and that kind of stuff, and very super playful, and so some of the noises are Brody noises. And we recorded it, and I told my wife what was going to happen to the dog, and she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
I can't
I
be party
slept on
to
the
this.
couch that night.
Yes, yes.
I didn't. That's so funny. It was Brody. I've been telling people a totally different story.
It's.
I thought did he have separation anxiety a little? Didn't someone?
Yes. there was that. There was like, so yeah, she's really attached to my wife, and so she walked away. And like, you know, and you could see it and that kind of thing.
So I haven't been telling people wrong. I didn't know it was Brody. Now that story's extra special because I love Brody.
Brody is he's a little scamp.
Yeah. All right, we made it through. We made it through, Maple Marie.
This is the beginning of the first episode, you guys. It's all sunshine and rainbows from here.
I know,
sunshine and
it's a good
rainbows.
thing because that was really dark and distirbing.
I love these wide shots right here.
I know, it's beautiful.
Yes, you just get the scope of.
Eric Ose just does such a great job with the environments all season long.
Who's that?
Eric, he's
Eric Ose.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, Eric.
Jason, we got another question for you. What brought you to Telltale? And unofficially, which I cannot stress enough, unofficially, are there any current movies or TV shows you'd love to be made into a game? That can be any game. Doesn't have to be Telltale. They didn't say. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, so it was actually this is the story. I was back in Indiana and I was having dinner with a friend and we were talking about our dream jobs and he wanted to be a Disney like ride Imagineer. Like he was like, you know, Tower of Terror is like that's his like Vatican or something. And I thought about it. I was like, I'd really love to do cinematics for an adventure game company, which is pretty much Telltale, Wadjet. You know, there's not many and Wadjet is great with it. You know, they don't really do the cinematics and that kind of thing. And that was my bailiwick. So, and the next day I checked Telltale's jobs page and there was cinematic artist right there. And I was like, well, crap. Now I've got to put my my money where my mouth is. And then I put together a demo reel, and then months later, I got the job offer.
Thank God.
Yeah, and the rest is history. It's been a crazy ride, and it's 6 years. On January 10th will be 6 years.
Wow!
Congrats, man.
Congratulations!
Oh my God.
As far as
in game dev time, that's like a million years.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
right?
In Telltale time, it's even more because of how many episodes we put out a year.
Well, they're very lucky.
Yeah,
to
if you
have
cut your arm off like Lee in The Walking Dead, you can actually count the rings like a tree trunk and see how long you've been here.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case,
I'll just
I don't
remember
physically
instead,
work
yeah.
at Telltale, but I go all the way back to Sam and Max,
That's
man.
right. Yeah,
I'm like a giant
Girl
sequoia.
And then the second part of the question was licenses I would love to work on. Comics-wise, I'm really big into Lazarus with Greg Rucka.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I can't get enough of that. And then anything that Brubaker and Phillips are working on. So Criminal's probably my favorite out of their stuff. And then movies and TV.
I think we're safe.
That's a tough one.
You don't really
That's
do
a
a lot
tough
of that,
one.
do you?
Yeah.
It's just so open.
Yeah,
You're
well,
not.
I read a lot more books. Like
Yeah.
I was way more of like a
That's
media
so retro
junkie.
of you.
Before I came here, and then
Yeah.
now I stare at a computer all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I
Luke.
don't know. I'll think of a clever answer.
All
I
right.
love film noir, so it'd probably be something like
Oh.
that related. Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
We approve.
Yes.
Get going.
Yeah.
Go
I'm
forth
way
with
more
it.
of a comics nerd than I am television or.
Well, you're in
that
the right
must have been what
place.
was so cool about working on Wolf Among Us, because that was very film noir.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
It was so.
That
It was. Oh God, it was so beautiful. Such a great season 2. Anyways,
Yeah.
what? I had something.
You're the
stuck in
only
my
one who's ever
brain.
asked for that.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, right?
If
Come
only
on,
more people on
I know.
Twitch would ask for.
I know.
Someone said we should make a Walking Dead game, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't we think of
Yeah,
that?
Good idea.
I think
we
I
should.
think we could do that. I think
Yeah.
That would be
it's a bit of a boutique license, but
right, right. It's a risk, but it could be good. Brian Summers playing. What's his name? Hello, Pete.
Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brian
Uncle
Summers
Pete.
was. Who was he in season 1?
I don't know who he was in season 1.
Why am
but
I
I believe he
spacing
was
on this?
Colin.
Oh my God.
Wasn't he Colin, the pig in Fables?
I believe so. Was
He
he?
was. I think he was.
What is it?
Luke, what are you doing?
Oh, Luke.
He means well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Luke.
Scott Porter.
Scott Porter.
Of Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
And Minecraft story mode.
Yes, that's another one we got to
DaveFenoy.com.
work together. DaveFenoy.com.
Yeah.
Oh, have we not said that yet? DaveFenoy.com.
DaveFenoy.com.
I need his cup.
Yeah,
I should always be
We'll
representing
go
for
steal
him.
Mark Darren's. He's got.
There you go.
I know he's still got it because he'll send out gang emails about, it's like, hey, I lost my mug, my Dave Vinoy mug again.
That's hilarious.
He'll leave it
Can't
in
really
the
hide
email.
that.
Episode director Dennis Lennart wanted to say he's sorry he couldn't make it. He's not feeling great, guys, but he's here in spirit.
He's here
Yeah.
in spirit.
And he's watching
Dennis,
us, so
you're the reason
watching
why
us.
I came in today. But
Yeah,
He'll make it.
I'm just the consolation prize. We all know it. We all know it.
no, you're a great prize. But yes, Dennis, rest well, get better.
Yeah.
Get better soon.
We
Not-
will be hanging out soon.
everybody always gets sick on the around the holidays. I feel like a bug goes around.
I'm
and-
actually, yeah, I've just been getting over something for a while now.
It's a densely populated
It is.
office, so it's
Yeah.
it spreads.
And Dennis,
we all,
if you
we all
want to show
blame
up
patient
Sunday,
zero.
Kenny, me and Kenny, I don't call Gavin anymore. I'm calling him Kenny. You are no longer Gavin to me.
Melissa, a question from Miss Purple Durple.
Ooh, nice. I remember her. She's been here before.
She's been here. Since you said that you were a tree, what kind of tree do you think Clementine would be, aside from a Clementine tree? Is
Yeah.
that a tree thing?
That's a
Am I
fruit,
dumb?
right?
Oh, you know what? That's
Yeah,
a
it's like
great
oranges,
question.
oranges
Yeah,
and
yeah,
trees,
Clementine is a lot like, I call myself her handler because that's kind of what I am. We are all about the trees. All about the trees. I'm obsessed with trees, as everybody should be. God, what would Clem be?
I mean, like oak, just solid. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Emotional,
yeah. An oak or even, well, I want to say a
Resilient.
maple tree.
Oh.
Because, well, maple.
thinking. Yeah.
And they're so
The dog
pretty
wakes up.
when their little leaves change colors. But definitely deciduous. I wanted to give her like a ponderosa pine or something. But
Ooh.
I think she
Fancy.
changes with the
The
seasons.
deep pulls over here. Thanks for
You were
joining
not.
us.
You were
Bert.
not kidding when you said you're obsessed with trees.
I'm obsessed with trees. Maybe even a dogwood, but I kind of like oak.
Yeah, it's obvious, but sound.
That would also be ironic given that she was just attacked by a dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Oh well, it's a dogwood.
She'll be okay. She'll be fine. She'll get to perform some necessary surgery in a
Well, when
minute.
we get to that,
Yeah.
I'll talk more on. We were talking about the physicalities of being in the studio, and I will tell you a
Oh.
story about that. There's a couple of scenes from season 2 where I had
To
physical.
really go places in that department, right?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
even physically. Well, I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
No, I'll wait.
The
Stay
suspense.
tuned.
Hold it back. Dizzy Death asks, what would your weapon of choice to take on a horde of walkers be?
Man,
I'm Michonne with not machete Shimon. Michonne.
Shimon?
The
That's her
katana.
samurai persona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Shimon. I'd want a sword. They're silent. They're long, so you can
Yeah.
keep your distance. Personally,
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might go for a maul. You know, something with like a sledgehammer on one side and an axe head on the other. Just nice and heavy. You just keep it moving.
Wasn't that kind of like what Molly has in season 1? She has kind of like one of those kind of like mountain climbing hatchety.
Oh,
things,
Yeah,
the
she has
ice-
one of
ice
those.
pick.
This one's
The
like
ice
it's
pick.
something that you use for like splitting trees and stuff.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, that would be effective in
Yeah.
splitting walker skulls.
We're all scared, Luke. Don't act like we're the ones being
Rebecca.
irrational 'cause we
That
don't
you'd be totally ripped the entire time too. So like, carrying around something
super
heavy.
fit.
Yeah, exactly.
you'd be so fit.
Yeah. Oh man.
A lot of people have now transferred their Ben hate to Luke, so
Oh, really?
a lot of people are already yelling
for
at
dropping.
Luke.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah, for
Luke?
dropping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah.
They're yelling at him a little bit.
It's give and take with this guy all season.
Well, and to be fair, this whole group, I mean, they have it out for Clementine in a lot of cases, depending on how you're reacting. So it's not the most welcoming group of people in the world for her to be with.
yeah,
Which
yeah, exactly.
again was another super effective, awesome thing. Because in season 1, it was like the gang's all here.
Yep.
It was a total like group.
And she was the
tightly
one
knit
person
group.
everyone was just totally cool with. Whereas
Yeah.
here, everyone's sort of on edge about her.
Right.
Yeah.
And throughout season 2, you're kind of like, I don't personally, as Melissa playing it, I was never just like, from the get-go, like, ooh, I hope she stays with these people forever.
You're like, they're not my regular family, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Just kind of like, you're not,
just be making it worse for the girl.
it's a harsh world.
It's a little hard to blame them though, since she shows up with a bite.
A bite, I know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sad eyes. Sad eyes.
Sad eyes.
Yeah.
Well.
Those are sad eyes.
Aw.
There's so many jokes around the office about what we put in those those bracketed statements on the dialogue.
Like Glassum
Yeah,
from
Glassum.
Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, I think that gets written in a lot.
There's
like,
fan
as
art
rough
of that.
drafts. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on the board on the 4th floor. There's like some fan art. Some fan did the thing of like him, instead of smacking him with the glass, it's actually just handing him a scotch. 'Cause that's what a lot of people thought.
Yeah,
You were trying to. It's like, oh, well, I didn't know how to read that.
Yeah.
That's a hilarious sort of
weird.
double
it's
meaning.
kind of like it's this like really well remembered moment, but it's also or well thought of moment, but it's a point of confusion. That's but I don't know.
a lot
It's
of
very
thought
big
has to
beat.
go into that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very big beat to just smack
very
him upside
big
the
He was always just a bit of a hand grenade, just waiting to go off. So I think if your inputs didn't always feel right, it kind of helped with the role play a little bit.
Our Alerted asks, who are each of your favorite characters from the Cabin group?
From the Cabin group?
Yeah, this group of people.
Well, I really liked Pete and Luke.
Yeah, I really liked Rebecca. Like I think she's a fun character.
What about my arm?
She's just got different concerns from everybody else. So I think she's easy to hate on, but I think she's
not in a good position.
Yeah, she's not in a good position. You're not seeing her on her best day for sure.
Right. Well, and she kind of and she definitely eases into their relationship, and it actually.
Yeah.
It
really develops
totally
in
develops.
episode 4.
Alvin's cool
Which you
too.
should all tune in for.
Yeah.
This is just going to be a big plug.
I know. That's Saturday, right?
Yeah, that's Saturday. Coming up Saturday.
Finger off the trigger, son.
Thank you, son.
I like Luke and Nick and their band. They're kind of dynamic. I think it's interesting because
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of like. I mean, there's a lot of family characters in The Walking Dead, but I feel like this kind of weirdly contentious. You think they might be related, but then you find out they're just like friends, and you're like, I want to know what their dynamic was back, like whether they known each other since high school. It feels like there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, you wish you could kind of dig into it and that kind of thing, and like, what they were like.
And why
pre-apocalypse
Luke
would be really
tolerates Nick, considering they're kind of so diametrically opposed personality-wise, I think.
Yep.
But they still like each other and are willing to go to bat for each other.
Yeah, Scott Porter does the voice of Luke, and he does a lot of. He'll always do it as written, but he'll also do a lot of ad libs after he knows we've gotten a take that we like and that kind of thing. So there's quite a bit of Porterisms that made it into the season.
Is that a studio term?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy Forehead asks, would you save AJ or Clem's hat given the choice?
Jesus.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh.
I
That's
personally think this is
The
kind of
hat,
an easy.
obviously.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
yeah, exactly.
AJ. I mean, that'd be a great.
I don't know, that
reason.
hat's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I know,
Yeah,
I
see,
know.
the hat is
I know.
pretty
The damn
cool.
hat. It's you mean
There's a
literally
choice.
save AJ's life or the hat?
I guess.
Yeah. If you're talking about just like preserving for the license or something like that, then that's a different.
Or the
question.
memory of the parents.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Because that.
Would you
that
rather
hat-
save a JPEG of Alvin or a JPEG
Oh
of
yeah.
Clementine?
So I would save a JPEG if I had to put one of those JPEGs into the forever furnace.
Forever Furnace.
The forever furnace.
It is not easy having to take care of a baby in the apocalypse.
I can't imagine.
Or in the
I think about that.
non-apocalypse.
With
Oh,
my
yeah,
dog.
no.
I know. In the I mean, if
A dog's difficult
Maple,
enough.
if someone
Yeah.
something walks by and she's barking. I was talking about this with Greg Miller. Actually, came over Greggy, and because Portillo, his dog, it's a dachshund. They bark.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, if you have something like a dog or a small child, that's one thing about watching The Walking Dead, the show. And who knows, evolutionary, maybe it'll evolve that kids just become quieter because of the
Out of
world they live
necessity.
in.
Yeah.
But babies, there's no fucking way.
Right.
It's so
You can't
stressful.
stop. Yeah.
Oops. Here's our at-home safety video.
Yeah.
That's me anytime I had to do home repair.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
any point.
exactly. This just turns
Don't
into an
try
episode
this.
of Home Improvement.
Right. Yeah. I'm so glad you did it, because mine was not going to be that good. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's the Binford 500.
Whoa, you were pulling some deep cut references to Home Improvement, man.
Jason, do you have a favorite scene that didn't make it into the game?
They didn't make it into the game.
Cutting room floor scene.
Man.
Or moment. Because
As-
sometimes it's not necessarily a
Yeah.
whole scene, but
Yeah.
Could
like
even be a
Yeah.
line, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I can't think of it for not off the top of my head. And I wasn't as involved in this episode. And I'll probably, if you tune in on Saturday for episode 4, I might remember some, because that one definitely had a lot of script changes for tweaking characters and that kind of thing. So there was definitely some stuff that got cut from there that I'll.
do you have anything from any other Telltale series you've worked on that sticks out to you?
Let's see.
hard to
There's
think of
stuff
these
from
things.
Fables, because there was that went through a lot of changes and that kind of thing. I think.
She is just hustling.
Yeah.
Nice crouch, Clem.
She is on a mission.
Well, it's such a big environment.
Bad
I know.
posture.
Graham
Good thing
Ross, I
she's
think,
young.
was the
These
lead
millennials
cinematic
raised in the
artist.
apocalypse. They
Yeah.
have bad posture.
I don't know how to wait.
If I tried that, I'd throw my back.
I'm sure that comes from. This is a big environment to free walk around and that kind of thing. So if it was slow enough.
Well, I was
to
holding
feel
the
right,
speed walk
okay, the
thing,
speed walk
so I
thing, yeah.
was-
Of course.
See, if you do that, you just ruin the movie.
I know. Well, quite frankly, I don't want to
It
make.
made for funny.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
it
yeah,
made
exactly.
for
It
funny.
It gave her a Metal Gear
It's
Solid
funny.
moment.
There you
It
go.
made for funny.
Fly Phoenix asks, would you guys want to see Clem on the Walking Dead show? Let's say
Yes.
you're a fan.
Yeah, I of course I would.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she would, and it's interesting because I think the Coral,
Yes,
and
yeah.
Clem.
That's
Stay in
the
the house,
obvious-
Coral.
I think that they'd actually, they're kind of, I mean, personality-wise and situationally wise, are kind of on par with each other. Except he still has his dad.
Why did I think that
My
would work?
selfish reasonings
Right, yeah.
for not
Can't use
wanting
those
that to
two things together.
happen is I'm assuming that if Clem ever went to the show, then I would no longer be voicing the character, obviously.
Oh, I never thought. You probably would think
Yeah,
about that.
I know, because I love her.
Right,
I would
yeah.
at least insist on being on set.
No,
Yes,
you
yeah,
get an
and being
actor,
like-
advisor,
you
yeah.
get a little girl to play the character
Right, you'd
physically,
be
but
the
you still
Clem
do all the
wrangler.
VO. They just dub over
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, and she just
They'll
like
just CG, her mouth moving.
You're like Mr. Ed. Just that flat, put peanut butter in her mouth. It'll be
right,
fine.
right,
You
right.
know, I might have to change my answer to. I mean, I love Clementine, but I might have to change my answer to no, just because I don't think I would put up with that.
It'd be
is
jarring
not
for
having-
you.
Yeah, it'd be very jarring for me for
To
somebody
see-
else's voice coming out of Clementine.
Have you
It
seen
would
that?
be weird.
Have you seen that Pokemon Go Walking Dead video somebody made?
No.
It
Oh,
was a
wait.
live action little video YouTube short where
yeah,
where
yeah,
they were
where
like,
Lee
what
and Clem-
what
yeah.
Clem was obsessed
Yeah.
with Pokemon Go and like ignoring the fact
That's
that Lee
right.
is like on the verge
Yeah.
of getting murdered the whole
She's
time.
like, yeah, uh-huh.
That was
Yeah.
cute.
Ooh, yeah.
That little girl was like,
that was cool.
she didn't sound anywhere near like you,
Right.
but she was
looked the
cute.
part.
Right.
She looked
yeah,
the part. I
she's a good
do-
cosplayer.
It's
Yeah.
no,
I
that
do
was
love the
awesome
cosplay.
actually. That was very cool. I know. I always that's one of my favorite parts of going to the conventions is seeing how many people dress up as Clem. Clem is obviously #1 cosplay, but again, I was saying the other day that someone came up to me at one of the conventions recently and was like, "Who am I?" And I was like, and he was like, "I'm Doug," and I'm like,
Oh, it might have been actual Doug.
"No, he was cosplaying
Okay,
Doug from the
cosplaying
game."
He was
It
just a guy named
amazing.
Doug.
Yeah. Well, so Doug's, I'm sure that this came up in the streams last week, but Doug was based off of a guy who worked for Telltale who dressed up that same way. Doug Tobacco.
Oh.
His name's Doug.
Doug Tobacco?
Doug
That's an
Tobacco,
amazing
yeah. Yeah, I
name.
know.
Oh my God, brilliant.
And then I had my wife play episode 1, and then the next day I think they were doing the Blu-ray releases of Star Trek Next Generation, and then they had some Fathom events did some showings of that like on big screens, and we went to one of those, and then Doug was there in his Barrel Oak shirt.
Oh my God, that's
and that kind of
awesome.
thing, and Kristen just says, I killed you, and he says it's fine. A lot of people did.
A lot of people did.
So when you see cosplayers running around,
Maple doesn't appreciate your presence, sir.
I think that
Come here.
our head of marketing, Richard
Hello,
Igo,
Rich.
who just snuck in here,
Hello, Rich.
gives off the scent of a walker, and
yes.
that's
That's
what
right.
Mabel's responding to.
no, he's got dog food.
It's okay.
Oh, he just carries
Yeah,
around liver
yeah,
treats in his
exactly.
pocket.
British.
We forgot to mention, by the way. Hold on one second. Let me. We're gonna give away some posters in a little bit. Let's
we'll come
pause
back to
just to
your
talk
question,
about
though.
this.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
I
have a
love
question
talking
for
about
you.
cosplayers.
Limited edition Walking Dead Season 1 poster. Super rare. And we have season 1 and season 3 posters, also pretty rare. We're going to be giving those out in the chat, a pack of them, in just a little bit, but just keep that in mind and keep active in the chat. That way you might be able to get picked. So, yeah, we're going to hop back into it. I just wanted to mention that before we keep going.
Yep.
So,
Yay.
cool.
All right.
So do you see more season 1 or season 2 Clem cosplay?
At this point, season 2. It's kind of split though.
And
But
do
season
people
2
make
is a
the rainbow
little
jacket?
easier to.
Because I see this more than I see the
A few
rainbow
people have,
jacket.
and I remember one time I was in Sacramento
Sacramento.
at SAC Anime. I know it's a funny name for. Anyways, thank you for acknowledging that. And it was like 90,000 degrees out or whatever, and this girl had gone to a thrift store and gotten like a blue puffy jacket, but then painted on the perfect. Yeah, people go. I mean, I have seen some. If I could show you pictures right now, I
Right.
would. It's. I'm always just like floored the effort that people go through.
We'll flip through them in front
Yeah,
of the
I
camera.
know. Just like show it.
See this?
But you know, actually, the last one I was at, a young woman came up to me, and I knew it's just Rich. It's just Rich.
Sorry, we have a sneaky walker that
Thank
keeps
you.
upsetting Maple, so.
Maple does not. Yeah, I know that the killing of Sam did nothing for her,
Yeah.
but you just
Yeah.
being there. I saw season 3 cosplayer already. They're
Impressive.
already
That's-
coming out of the woodworks.
You know,
So-
I went to a convention one time. This isn't a Walking Dead cosplay story, but it's a cosplay story. And apparently, so the way that the direct market works with comics and that kind of thing, like you have to decide almost before the first issue of a comic comes out whether or not you're going to cancel it if it's at Marvel or DC and that kind of thing. And the Kelly Sue DeConnick run on Miss Marvel had so much cosplay for that. The new version of that costume,
Right.
that they were like, well, we don't know if we're making the numbers, but there's enough cosplay out there that we're going to keep this book going. So
Yeah.
that's my advice to fans is vote with your cosplay,
Vote
not
with
just
your
with your dollars.
cosplay. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm just like, it's very surreal to me to be, being a voice actor for the most part has been pretty anonymous, and I think I'm in the generation of voice acting where it's becoming even more of a thing, and there's, because games are so cinematic now, and animation obviously is huge, that people actually seek out the people doing the voice, but it's, I mean, to see people dress as your character is crazy.
Yeah.
We actually have a comment for Rich from S
So does-
Fan
so
for
does
Life
Maple.
2. They say, hype us more for season 3, please.
What did they say?
Hype us more for season 3, please. Rich says,
P-H.
You're not hyped already. That trailer was great.
he's not mic'd, but that's exactly what he
Apostrophe
said.
S, something like that.
Yeah.
So something quick about these posters. The one that's like the darker one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dev team one.
That one's like made of a bunch of words from reviews, I believe, from
All the
season 1, all the
accolades.
accolades and
Yep.
stuff like that.
So cool.
I'm sure no criticism made it onto that poster.
Yeah, I know. This game
Yeah,
sucked.
but-
They were hard to find.
Right across the
yeah,
forehead.
they were for season 1.
That poster, we've been talking about a lot. That particular poster, it's amazingly. Is that Paolo who did that? Who did
I
that?
think so.
Yeah. Right. Amazing.
And there's literally only 150 of them.
I think I have one, and it's like in
I have one.
a tube somewhere in
Mine
my
too.
apartment.
Oh no, I have 2 now.
Special VIP privileges for playing Clementine.
Yeah.
Of course, you have number 1.
Rich has number
Mabel's
1.
sick.
And it's signed
Oh God, by who?
by, I don't know, this Dave Funoi?
Funoi.
Yeah,
Dave
Funoi.
Funoi.
He could be anyone.
Pinky swear
Yeah,
time.
you got yeah.
We got it. We can't leave her hanging.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah.
So Bloop Blop 1234, which is pretty much my favorite
Yeah,
username.
that's all right. That's
all
winning
of
the name
day.
battle so
Yeah.
far.
Says-
I'm partial to Beautiful Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Well, we have a shoulder screwdriver zombie in the chat today. So
Oh,
that's
wow,
pretty
really?
exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they ask, what would happen if Big B Wolf from The Wolf Among Us came into The Walking Dead?
He'd.
Hey now.
Rich, you're not mic'd.
Yeah.
No one can hear you.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
it's a bummer. It's a bummer because he just did something amazing.
yeah.
Get him that mic.
Yeah, where's the hand mic for Rich?
Yeah, why don't you just pull up a chair? Come sit in.
We want to
Rich,
hear.
go be on the stream.
I can put Maple on my lap for a moment. You can just hop in here. You're a handsome fella.
So
You
wh-
should be
to
on
answer the
camera.
question, what do you think?
I
How do you
think-
think he'd handle the zombie apocalypse?
Man, I think he'd go
Adam?
back to the Black Forests
Oh,
of
Bigby.
Germany. Yeah, Adam. Adam.
Adam's got that shit down.
yeah. He'd
be fine.
He's fit.
Oh, he'd go back to Germany?
Yeah, I think he'd go back to Germany, where that's closer to his homelands and stuff like that. And I don't think he would be a giant wolf all that often because he'd be a really big target as that. It would be
Easier to get bitten.
easier to get bitten, and I don't know if his reverse lycanthropy would be enough to.
Man, you
stave
thought about
off-
this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, you just really.
Throwing down the theories. Impressive.
Yep.
Rich has a microphone.
Rich has a
Rich,
microphone now.
what do you think?
What do you
How
think about reverse lycanthropy? Tell us more.
I don't want to say anything now.
Rich, how can you hype people up for a new frontier?
How?
Yeah, hype people up.
I don't know. Tell me.
You
Tell
have the
people
mic.
why they should be
Yeah.
excited for it.
I'm gonna purposely hold the mic down here just to make people.
Our head of marketing is being shy, just off camera with his little judgy eyes and his lack of comments. Thank you, Rich.
Little judgy eyes. Hang on. No.
Oh, guys, we get to now see Clementine
Yeah.
do self-surgery. So
Yeah.
So
tell
this
us,
is
yeah.
that part,
Yes.
as we were talking about
Wait,
the
the juice?
physicalities of being in the booth. So the day
Did
after
you not pick up the
recording
juice?
this, juice.
I missed
Did you
the
not get
juice.
The juice.
That's the
Yeah.
best
You know what? It's
part.
probably our fault.
Do
No,
you
it's
have
okay,
any
it's
orange
okay.
wedges?
Is I woke up with bruises on my arm, and I was like, "What the?" And then I realized that because you're doing it, and I was squeezing so hard that I
Oh, yeah.
actually had bruised my forearm.
Yeah. This was funny. So I remember for season 3, we had the one of the first characters that got done and put into the tool was Clementine, and it's looking great. You can see it in the trailers. And then I realized, wait a second, she should have a wicked scar on her arm, from this scene. And so I had to go through this frame by frame it and find all the.
You had to go
a bunch of
re-remember
angles
this
and that
in
kind- yeah.
excruciating detail.
Yep, excruciating detail
Well,
to make sure.
It is going to be a wicked scar.
Yeah, I mean, she's sewing it
By
up
the
with
way.
fishing line right
Yeah.
now, so there's no way that heals completely over.
I think this is my first memory of season 2.
Is it?
Yeah, like watching this scene when it was in development and seeing this and completely cringing at the whole thing.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Do you want to sit over here, Rich? Really, we can.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
do you wanna
people
watch
don't
this?
need to see the
Yeah.
horror.
No.
Doesn't matter.
You wanna get
I've been
on
on the
this?
stream
Yeah.
for the past 3 days.
She's got a needle poking out of her
Yeah,
arm
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, it's not even fully through. God, this is so horrible
Yeah.
for her to have to do
The
at this
blood
age,
dripping
especially.
effects. Like
Rich, there's a
Coretta.
lot of people in the chat offering to be your best friend.
Aw.
In return for what?
Caroline,
All right.
Caroline, you're already his
It's
best
so
friend.
cool.
I'm already Rich's best friend. You can find him on Twitter at 1660.
Do not
16 the
follow.
word, and then
Do not
60.
follow.
I'll put it in the chat.
He can give you all
I never
the
post
the.
anything of consequence.
He only
so-
just yells at me
No,
on
he
Twitter.
gives exclusive scoops on The Walking Dead
Oh,
season
yeah.
3 and New
Yeah,
Frontier
that's
coming
right.
out
He
next
loves
Tuesday.
to be asked about spoilers. Specific.
A lot of people are saying,
Spoilers.
force Rich to sit with the cast.
I forgot.
Someone said hashtag handsome Rich.
No, we have Handsome Bo.
No, it's a beautiful Nathan.
Yeah,
Beautiful Nathan.
yeah.
Beautiful
It was
Nathan, handsome
hashtag
Bo.
trend that was going on yesterday.
Just watching this.
There's a
scene,
first
I
time
just-
for everything.
I
Disgusting.
can't look away.
It's really horrible. It's so and the like injury is so wide that it's like to have to like. Oh, God,
I just
it's
want
so
you to know,
upsetting.
Nathan, people say, this is from Miss Purple Durple herself.
Okay.
She says,
The
says,
Miss Purple
yes,
Purple.
I don't understand. We gave Duck his animal crackers. How come we didn't give Clem her juice box? That is because I got the animal crackers.
Yep.
And I've been doing all the work.
I am
Yep.
not good at
Yeah.
finding children's
Yep.
snacks in the apocalypse. I'm sorry. I'm focusing on the task at hand.
Well, yeah, you are moderating, playing a game, and
It is.
It's
It's
a
a lot.
fine.
It's a lot.
I do remember when I played through this and got the juice box, you had the option to drink it multiple times, and to the point to where it almost gets comical. And so I'm like, no, I gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
She looked almost like somebody working out and taking a hit off of their sports bottle. No big deal.
No big deal.
Marvelous Minerva says Richard's got a beard Kenny would respect.
How do we know?
I did,
He's
not
on your
anymore.
Twitter.
Yep. They Twitter stalked
They don't
them.
know 'cause
Oh,
you're
the
not
Twitter
on
stalking.
Yeah.
Hello.
Social media.
I'm like, duh. How do they have that?
Oh yeah, there's
This
zombies.
poor kid cannot catch a break.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Lost Upon a Walking Dead says Caroline wouldn't let Clem go hungry. You're damn right I wouldn't.
This is true.
I'd give her a sip of juice.
She's gonna have soup later, though.
It's
She's
true.
gonna have. She doesn't want to spoil her appetite.
Yeah, with some juice.
Yeah.
Season 2.
I just love the way she sips the juice though, like in the scene where she just like slams it down.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, another juice in a dirty glass.
Maybe they model that after Big B at that point, the way he's a hard drinking SMB.
Oh, X's and
Oh,
O's. See, it's all just hugs and
nice.
kisses, folks. While he's got his
Damn,
intestines
I
spilling out
know.
of
That's
his torso.
glorious. Or is that his?
That looks
Yep,
kind of like
that's-
Rich. That's like Zombie Richard.
You say as you bury the nail remover. Right
Hang on. When's peer review? Is it June or?
Yeah. Your time's coming.
This will be on my permanent record.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Maple
You
notice
know,
Maple
you're here.
you know
again.
what
she
you
did
have
not.
to do at
She
this
wants.
point.
She's imploring you not to fire me, Richard.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
Come here.
Or we're gonna say still not bitten.
Oh, yeah.
bitten.
Yeah.
Melissa, a lot of people want you to read that line too.
Well, just pass. I'm still not bitten.
Yay! Hashtag still not bitten.
That was the closest I've ever gotten to looking at you while you deliver your Clem lines.
How
I
my
still
dog is
couldn't
like
do
licking
it.
my face.
Jason, we actually got her to say Borat lines the other day on the Twitch stream. It was
Yeah, well,
and
Owen fed them to me.
they were not.
Well, yeah.
They were not the most appropriate in the world. But they were
No.
hilarious and on point.
I remember when we were going to the Video Game Awards where we won Video Game of the Year.
Yeah.
We were in the back of a limo heading to the awards, and Melissa was saying some horrific things in Clementine's voice. And I have been scarred by that.
I know, I'm sorry. I try not to.
Are we gonna
I
use?
shouldn't have done that the other day.
Oh,
I was
man.
there's probably someone that was just like, oh god.
Are we gonna hear some of those lines in A New Frontier at some point? We got an older, saltier
Why are you asking me
Clementine.
that?
There'll be some
Well,
lines.
you know, it is season 3. Some time's
Season
gone
3,
by.
she calls him like she sees him.
She's a hard.
She does.
SOB.
She does drop some f-bombs in this one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
What, in this one?
Yeah.
She does later in the
Oh
season.
no, in
yeah.
season 3, right?
In season 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, buckle
Sorry,
up.
A New
Or
Frontier.
earmuffs. A new frontier.
My own boss.
A New Frontier. I said a season 3. Nobody heard that.
Are you sure you don't want to sit? I'm just going to ask you to sit this whole entire
Please
time.
sit, Rich.
Well, I'm.
What else are
We're
you
staring
doing?
into
the
Not work
lights.
clearly.
I'm supposed to go and submit a video to Skybound for approval in a few minutes, so I'm kind of
Well, you can
hanging
sit
back
for
for
a
that,
few
you know.
minutes.
Yeah, look, there's a
Look.
chair.
Get her to the controller as soon as you can. Battery's almost dead.
I've just,
We
I
could get
just
a
made
lot of-
moves.
Oh, hey, everyone!
We're gonna
There's
have
a
a break
there's a
soon.
bathroom
was
break
hurt.
in 5
You
minutes,
weren't.
everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have a break soon, so why don't you sit
Yeah,
until
5
the
minutes.
break? Rich, Rich,
Rich,
Rich,
Rich,
Rich,
Rich,
Rich.
Rich.
Oh, we're gonna get to the point where we can start being sassy clones.
Look at that
Yeah.
empty chair.
Which is one of my favorite moments of
Oh,
this episode.
yeah. Look at that beautiful chair.
It's calling your name, Rich.
This is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I love it.
Hang on.
I love it already.
Because I know where the frame is. I'm just gonna stand right.
Oh my
The chat will not have any idea what we're laughing at right now, guys. Y'all crazy. We're not laughing at the dire conversation happening right now. I just
Right.
want that to be known for the record.
He's being cheeky.
S Fan for Life 2 says, what kind of video, Rich?
Oh well, you know, not
Can
to
you
take
say?
over the stream or anything. It's what we like to call a talking heads piece, where basically people tell you what A New Frontier is all about.
Awesome. You made that sound real fun.
That's my job.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my job.
Yeah, talking heads.
I thrill for a living.
Now I just want the Talking Heads to do music for.
I know.
Yeah.
Like
I
now I
know.
can't think of anything but that.
That'd be great. Oh,
I love
Yeah.
these
Season 3,
bowls,
stop making sense.
the ramen bowls.
Oh, yeah, right.
Those have shown up somewhere else. I'm trying to think.
What do we want to do, guys?
uh,
It
Eat.
doesn't. Yeah.
That was good, right?
be cold.
You like my
Yep.
response to that?
Oh.
I had flashbacks to episode 2 of. I was like, "Don't eat it."
All
I
right.
know you want free.
I
Last
said
time-
the wrong
It's
thing in that episode the
people.
first time I played
Yep.
it. Yeah, because I went right for the big hitting stuff first, and everyone was like, sure.
Sure. This is delicious, by the way.
That's when I learned you got to start a little lower and then build up to that.
That's right. It's yeah. I wish we'd had a spit take in that moment.
Like a really long, dramatic one.
Yeah, just everybody. And it's just blood.
That would have been awesome.
Protecting your friends. I get it.
Gamer288 says, be nice to Rebecca.
Okay.
Be nice.
Okay.
Be nice.
Oh.
I can't
don't
promise
like that either.
anything.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
like
we
the
can
best
promise
sassy
that.
moment. That's
I
like one of
know.
the, that's
It's
like
it's
the
a
original
classic.
sassy.
Yeah.
That's the original.
Sorry,
original
sorry,
sass.
Gamer288. We're probably not
Oh,
going to do this.
sorry. You can blame me. Blame me.
Clementine gets veto power anyway. So.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
true. That's
We'll
true.
try to
That's
listen
why
to
I'm
the
looking
chat.
Hard to-
forward to
She'll just deliver the
playing-
lines herself if we choose wrong.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. Yeah, that's right. Looking forward to playing that last episode with Gavin because I know what he's going to try to do.
Little known
I might as
fact.
well just give him the power to do whatever he wants.
We should.
Yeah.
I guess. Although
put
I'm
the
probably not
controller
going
in
to
his
agree with
hand.
it.
You're gonna shout and throw popcorn at him whenever he makes
I
bad
will.
decisions.
I
Oh,
about
we
will.
the
should
show.
get popcorn.
What is she
I will
eating?
bring popcorn.
I can bring popcorn in
just
too.
cereal?
We'll have a little slumber
Ooh, we'll
party.
bring popcorn.
Okay, now we're getting a lot of people yelling at Gamer288, so I think we're on the majority
For being nice
to
to
be a
Rebecca.
butt to Rebecca.
Okay. And we're back
Hashtag
on
sassy
track.
Glenn.
Yeah.
It's all
There's
right. I like
time
it.
to be nice to Rebecca, though.
Yes,
I mean, this isn't
there's a
like,
time.
you know.
To be fair, she's been really horrible to Clementine this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be really keen on being nice to her either.
So if heal up, take some time to sort things out. So if heal up, take some time to sort things out.
Do you think everyone else will be okay with it?
They'll
Sure.
just have to deal with it.
See, I always, when I look at these things now, I just look at the set dressing in the background. Like I'm looking at those commemorative plates or whatever on the
Yeah.
wall. I'm trying to notice things that I didn't notice the first time around.
Well, you lived the series.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's hard not to be kind of like you're just mired in it for a while.
Just so young.
Nathan, it's time to pee.
I've been told that it's time for us
Yep.
to take a potty break.
Hey.
So we're gonna be back in 5 minutes.
Rich, quick, wave to the camera.
So that
get
Ri-
in frame. No, get in frame and wave to the camera.
Oh, stand in front of it.
Yeah, just
Wait,
stand.
wait. Okay, hang on. I'm sorry about this.
Everybody, professional marketing man, Richard Igo. Everybody.
Hey!
You might know him
Fit in
from
this chair.
Made it.
You might know him from a bevy of YouTube videos in which he talks in front of a red carpet thing about Walking Dead or other projects.
Red carpet thing.
Did I? I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
You've done that. It all blurs together for you because you're such a pro.
I've been with you.
Excuse me. Goodness.
Okay.
It was Vegas. We were drunk.
You
on
wanted
that
them
note,
on.
I think
Whoa. What?
And now it's time to pee.
yes.
Yep.
We'll be back
All
in 5, everybody.
And with
Bye,
that,
everybody.
all done. We're all peed out, so we're back to the game.
Completely.
Yep.
All right, let's get back to it. Oh crap!
these dead ain't gonna walk themselves.
Had to make a decision very quickly in typical
Yeah.
Telltale fashion.
I just tried to stay with good
Cat-like
people and
reflexes.
do anything dumb.
It must be very, very weird for you to play through this game and have to like really think about like how you would react versus all the different options that you have to react in a specific moment. Like,
Right.
is that pretty challenging to be like,
And left me with a babysitter.
you know,
It is because
We went to some
selfishly,
kind
I want to choose the choices that probably most people aren't going to choose just because it's a chance to actually hear them.
I'm sorry to hear
Yeah, because you can see everything else on YouTube and that kind of
Right,
stuff, yeah.
right. But my Clem is not. I mean, I play her sassy and all that, but I mean, truly, if
Yeah, you're
it was
canon
me
Clem here.
playing
We all tried to make
the game, my Clementine probably, you
The
know,
Clementine.
the Clementine,
The Clementine. Let's say it.
the Clementine.
taught me how to survive.
Yeah, I play her nice. I mean, I would. I don't.
I don't.
But I would, in my heart, my favorite thing is to play with my friends or have them play it, and I just sit there and kind of silently
Right.
observe how they choose to roll.
Same thing that happened
So
to
have you talked about the ABC takes and stuff like that and the process of VO?
No.
So what we'll,
I sure haven't.
You sure haven't. Yeah, this will be. So what we do is oftentimes we'll do a line or a run of lines, and we'll do the A take, B take, and C take, and amazing actors will give us a different style or a different take on that line on each run through and that kind of thing. And so the director, when I'm in there and that kind of thing, I'll just say, it's like, okay, give me like a couple more like C, because that's really close, or we'll say take it to a period or that kind of thing.
Right.
So that we have multiple takes of all these things that we can kind of go back and forth and waffle on after the recording session, and just kind of try it playing through the scene one way and then swapping out some takes and playing through the scene another way and that kind of thing. So I'm curious if there's ever been like, oh, they went with that.
Yeah, there
thing?
has.
Yeah.
There. I tell people it's.
I mean, not on my episodes.
Never,
but on Dennis's.
ever.
Yeah.
Dennis,
Okay, guys.
no.
Time to be sassy.
Whose baby is it?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, she didn't.
What? Record scratch.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All the shit. down.
You should be nicer to me. Don't talk to me like that.
Probably think about being nicer to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at that,
Now, what's
like,
the subtext
right,
for that
bitch.
line? Is that
That's like, or I will.
yeah. That's,
You know.
I'll cut you.
I will cut you.
that's one of the first times I can remember the character having the option to be like really like, I know what's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I'm a kid.
I
and
see
you
your
think
mind, man.
you think I'm a little kid, but
That's
like
right.
you
No,
better watch
no.
yourself, which is a really fun
That's right.
little twist to that character,
But occasionally, very rarely, thankfully, because I can be my worst. Gavin says he doesn't even play the games because
Well,
he's
yeah.
Gavin.
Well, he
Like, I
he
don't
does,
want
but if
that.
he's a conditional character, he'll pick the other branch.
Right. But I very rarely, but occasionally, I'll be like, oh, they went with that take. I remember doing that one better, or something, or just
Right.
not better, but like
like,
the way
yeah,
I
it's
hear
just
it
like,
coming
yeah.
out is the way that I think it should sound. But then obviously, but I don't get that too much,
She was in a mood last night.
which is good.
That's
great,
yeah,
isn't
I'm
it?
glad.
Yeah.
I like that
All
door
right.
for a bridge. That's a nice little touch there.
Fish traps.
We have a question from Wind Mage Master. That's another good username.
Yeah, I feel like I know Wind Mage
Wind Mage.
from the Twitters.
Ah, perhaps.
Yes.
I've
So-
heard of the Twitters.
Yes, the Twitters.
Jason, when making a game, do you
My
have the
friend
entire
taught
story
me.
planned start to finish
good.
before the release of the
important
first
nowadays.
episode, or how do you plan that out?
Yeah, I mean there'll be so that's really more like in the bailiwick
about your age.
of writers
First
and
time I took 'em
designers and that
Came
kind of
across
thing.
this
So
beautiful
I'm
13
much more of like
just standing
after the
over
script's
his
like
lap.
semi-locked,
Boy
they'll
takes
roll
the
on a
rifle,
director and
lines
we'll
up the
figure out
shot
how to
just like I taught
externalize
him,
the story and,
then I hear him
and put it
start
to
whining.
image
turns
and that
to
kind
me
of thing.
and says, "I can't
But
do
yeah,
it.
a lot of times
can't
we'll
shoot
have
it,
a season
Please don't
pitch,
make me shoot it."
but because of the
that's
episodic
sad.
model and that kind of thing, it's one of the things
Hey.
that Telltale
Why
like
didn't you
really
wait?
kind of
You wanna
is
stand
interesting is
around
that you
like
guys
this
and
all
your
night?
responses to different
River is
characters
boy.
can it was like, well, this
grabbed
guy
it.
was going to be involved in this plot twist and it's like maybe they're not the people aren't resonating with them, or we'll realize, okay, nobody likes Duck, so episode 3, if he's gonna bite it, you've got to like him. So we'll come up with like the Constable Duck sequence and that kind of stuff. So we have a plan, but it's very adaptable. It's not written in stone.
It's fine.
And that kind of thing.
Which is really cool. I love that
Yeah.
about this game, that at the end, the statistics. Because there have been characters where you're just like, oh, okay, we thought everybody would love that character. And it's the reversed, or, I think that's pretty cool to be able to tweak the game.
Yeah, and I mean, like with season 1 and that kind of thing, we'll often have the idea of like the last scene, but like the exact like A to B, how we get there. That's definitely where the
You have an idea of where it's
the
going,
feedback
but the
comes in.
details can shift around based
Yep.
on player feedback and what feels right as things develop.
Yeah, and I mean, there's also like the putting out an
tell 'em
episode
that.
1. It's one of the hardest things that you can do here because it sets the precedence. Like, and it's like if any was gonna play anything of this season, they're gonna play episode 1. And like on iOS and stuff like that, oftentimes they'll go up for free after the season's gotten underway. So we know we're gonna get the most eyes on 1. So if we have to change, the direction, if they're to get the best episode 1 possible, if we have to change things that have rippling effects through the season and that kind of thing, then we make that decision. Like we weigh it, but oftentimes we've got to get a good episode 1.
Got to make a good first impression.
Yeah.
It sets the tone for the rest of the series, so you got to really make sure that feels right.
Yeah, exactly.
First mention of Carver.
Yeah.
Be careful. Some of them might stop him.
Oh, Clem, she's so cute.
Yeah. Wearing a bandage over her dog bite that she sewed up with fishing wire. So adorable.
She's pretty hardcore
She
when you think
totally
about it.
is.
Yeah.
She totally, and that's the cool thing. I mean, I just can't wait
Basic
for season
tots.
3 to start. So soon.
I was trying to
Her
read the
evolution is
jacket.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6 days.
Check the rest.
I know.
Crazy.
For ammo.
Yeah.
For running
Yeah.
No.
I can't wait.
It's surreal almost
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
just felt like something that
I do.
was this sort of thing that, oh man, will it ever really happen? It's hard to know, even though I know we've been working on it for a while, but
Yep.
just so this has been a really highly anticipated thing that so many people are clamoring
Oh
for.
my God, totally.
It's not
totally.
surreal.
It's not taken for granted. It's not like, oh, this is the 3rd season, so we can just we'll just get it out there. We were, it was not
A lot of long nights.
Yeah, a lot of long nights.
Hard thinking, a lot of hard work put into it
Yep.
to make sure it lives up to the expectations that
Yeah.
everybody has for it.
Yeah.
Just FYI, Nathan, chat's saying to give the guy water.
Give the
Okay.
guy water.
That guy's.
I'm not a
Give
monster.
him
Thanks,
water.
Yeah.
Housebound.
That guy's not
Spin
Rebecca.
that
We could be
wheel.
nice to him.
He didn't throw shade at me from right off the
That's-
bat, though.
Yeah.
There are more.
I am nice until provoked.
He's throwing
right.
shade on that riverbank, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a little suspenseful with season 3 coming out.
We need to get the fuck outta here.
Those
Gotta check the
initial
rest.
days leading up to it, and then of course there's the
Calm down and think about
the
it, son.
reviews
Calm
that start
down.
coming out
We gotta
before
get
its
out of
actual
here now.
release, or I mean, then
Jesus
just it's
Christ,
just
get
like
a hold of yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
kind
yeah.
of a
This
hold your
doesn't
breath
look good.
moment.
It's-
One
Yeah,
of these
I'm,
folks might still be
on
alive.
social
They
media
might
and
just
stuff
be
like that. I
inclined to
never
tell us who
talk
did
about
this.
any of this
We gotta
stuff. I
do this
pretty much
now.
just point to
Stay
things that
here.
other
Keep
people are
serving.
Right,
saying.
right.
Because it's like it's
This is a dumb
you know
idea.
Put
there's
so much of your heart and soul into it. It's
Yep.
hard to it's so nerve wracking.
but
Yeah.
I don't
Until
know.
people have their hands on it, you see how much people care. It's hard to
Right.
know.
Nobody in this world is
It's
ever gonna
weird
give
for
a
me because
goddamn
like
whether
I
you
know
like
these
something
things
or not.
as
You
I
gotta
know these
grow
things
up,
as
son.
files,
Whatever.
and I know these characters as
Come on.
Nick
Wanna
dot
be
prop
useful?
and all that kind of stuff.
Dot pro.
You
Yeah,
start seeing the zero-
SK54 underscore Nick
You,
dot
you
prop.
see all
yeah.
the zeros and the O's of the or the zeros
Yeah,
and
the
ones of
Matrix.
the
Yeah,
Matrix.
exactly. Yeah, blonde brunette.
At some point.
But yeah,
you
it's
guys have
and
to
so and I know these episodes as malleable things that I can change, and like by the time we hit that kind of the build process and we're getting it ready for you, like once it's out, I really feel like it belongs to you guys. I really feel like it belongs to the consumers and that kind of thing. It almost feels like they're talking about like an episode. I'm talking about work. When the way I think about these things.
Well, you guys are laying down the foundation for the story, and then people are starting to sculpt it themselves, and it influences how we craft every subsequent episode.
Yep.
So it's a real
There's
more
a
of a
give and take.
relationship than any other form of narrative media, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of the writers and designers read the forums and that kind of
Oh.
stuff, and I'm like, what?
And Twitter, and
yeah, and
Facebook,
Twitter,
I
so
and
know.
guys-
Facebook,
It's,
yeah.
it's a form of self-torture,
Yeah.
I guess, really.
I think our fans are actually pretty nice.
Yeah, they are. They are. The backpack.
Oh, did you see that we had that backpack we gave out? at
I
one
have
point?
that
You have that
backpack.
backpack? It's super
Have
rare.
that backpack.
It's
Super rare, ultra rare.
There's only a handful.
Well,
of
it's
back
never
then.
leaving my. It's never,
Never.
gonna leave
Right, yeah.
my actual possession. So.
Doesn't leave the apartment.
Yeah,
She
you
doesn't
know,
take it out.
it really
they don't go
doesn't.
on dates together. The
Although,
backpack wants to get out. It's
The
like,
backpack.
I want to go see nice things.
I know. And I'm like, no,
No.
I can't risk it. You're too special. You're too important. I have seen really good cosplays of the backpack, though. People have bought backpacks,
Oh, yeah.
painted it,
Tell
made
me.
it that exact thing.
Have you
So-
put photos of the backpack so cosplayers can see the official backpack and just say, put that up there as a cosplay guide?
I know, as a guide. Well, they're doing it all now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
and people who've even put the pictures there, they've gone through the efforts of putting up the
putting
picture
the
of
duck
Lee.
photo,
and,
yeah.
the duck photo.
The
and
dirty bottle of water.
the dirty bottle. I'm not even joking.
Yep.
And someone even put like dirt.
Wow.
It's again very, very cool. Oh God.
Okay, guys, we have a tough
said-
decision to make.
damn
We got a decision from the chat.
All
About
right,
what to do
chat.
here?
I'll give you this one, chat.
And they say to go with Pete.
Yeah, Pete's
Oh.
good.
There's a really cool scene in episode 4 if you save Nick the entire time, though. That was the one we got a Polygon article written, did Telltale go too far?
Oh, now I have to.
All right,
I'll Google that later.
the chat,
Yeah,
the chat will decide.
Yeah, we'll listen to you, chat. I mean, chat knows best, but just saying. I'll be
Or
talking
maybe
about
the
this.
Tell us
developer
about
knows
it.
best.
Yeah, we'll load my
Developer
save
knows
data
best,
for-
people.
yeah,
Look it up on the YouTubes.
for tubes.
Action clam.
Oh, well,
Oh.
that was easy.
And you gotta imagine how gross they must be from rotting in the
I
sun
know.
for so
Oh,
long.
I know.
When
It's
their
really stinky
limbs just
universe.
pop right off. It's
Yep.
like, ugh.
The zombies in season 3 look really wet. Like it's like it's
Yeah.
it's pretty gross.
gross.
I know. I'm
It's got
looking
some great
forward to
spec
more
on
of
them,
that.
and, yeah.
I've only from the trailer seen snippets of what the animation is going to be like, but it is definitely
Pretty gnarly.
yeah.
As we were working on all the graphic enhances and stuff like that, in the tool, I was the whole time thinking, how can we make the zombies grosser?
Yeah, we need to make
When
this
somebody's
gnarlier.
intestines spill out, how is this going to affect
Right.
that?
Well,
That was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A brisk first
There we go.
episode. We
Yeah.
moved along pretty fast. You know what it was? I didn't go find the juice box. If I spent, it would have
Yeah,
felt a little
the
Yeah,
juice
I
box.
would've done, like, another
That's like
4
another 20
minutes.
minutes of
Totally.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
She reads
the
the ingredients.
juice
Yeah.
box.
I kind of breezed right
sauce.
through there. I think
Yeah.
it's because
Didn't pick up the juice, didn't pick up the watch.
I know. I picked up the watch.
did pick up the
I
watch?
did pick up the watch.
Okay, I missed that.
I was
We were just
uh,
having too much fun, Chad.
This is what happens when you've played this season a ton. You
Yeah,
breeze
yeah,
through
like-
it. I could do blindfolded at this point.
Bobby Fischer of
Got it,
Telltale
got it.
Games over here.
Right.
Speed running. Telltale game.
I don't know, he couldn't find the animal crackers.
Season 2, not
Well.
season 1. I'm terrible at season 1 apparently. So did we pick a winner?
We did.
We did. Okay.
Yeah. So our winner is Miss Purple Durple TTR.
Miss Purple Durple.
Yay!
Yay.
Congratulations.
Brava.
Ooh, brava.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
they are there. That's
voice
good.
actor.
All right, let's see.
Actor.
Most people saved Krista like we did.
Well,
Most people
yeah.
put the dog out of their misery.
Yes,
just
thank
like that.
you.
We lined up right
Just the
down the middle.
slightest. Look at how that narrow margin for Nick. Did you accept
Yeah.
the apology?
Margin.
I remember it
Uh,
being way more lopsided when the games were coming out.
Yeah, this is after a good couple of years
Yeah.
of people
And
playing
I
the
wonder
game.
how much that's affected by people playing the season twice.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I
that
think
kind of
that's
thing.
true because I feel like most of the choices right immediately after episodes come out are always very polarized and then they slowly kind of
Yep.
Taper down.
get
It's-
to 50-50.
There's always that portion. So like toward the end of an episode, you will bring in like a focus, test and that kind of thing, and we'll kind of see the spread, of like 12 different people. And then we want to get these things as close to 50-50 as possible, especially if they branch narrative content down the line, because if we're going to put an even amount of work on 2 different scenes,
Yeah,
we
you want to make sure the most amount of people can
exactly.
see whatever choice you made. Yeah.
And it's always a scenario where it's just like, okay, well, we're done bringing people into the booth, so what can we do with visuals? Or they'll be like, okay, well, Melissa's coming in for the next episode's recording schedule, so if you need a line from her,
Right.
we can stick it in here and weigh this choice. But we agonize over this stuff, so when we see a 90-10 split and that kind of thing, we're just kind of like, oops.
You're like, well, we need to refine that choice to
Yep.
feel more like a Telltale choice, where
Right.
either one is an equally valid option.
Yep.
Or equally terrible option.
Equally terrible.
Although there
This-
is
that's-
a
yeah,
particular
this
option of
license.
which I will not speak because we're not quite there, where I was actually shocked. I was
Oh, the
like,
breakdown?
really? At the very,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, really?
The last, yeah.
Because I assumed everybody, thinks like me
I
or
don't.
has my
I
same
haven't
heart.
actually looked at the stats on that one, so that'll
No,
be
well,
interesting.
just saying.
I'm sure it's pretty intense regardless, because it's such a visceral choice to have to make. I still see people debating that now.
Yeah.
So.
Dennis. Hey, Dennis.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah.
We'll be back again
Ainsworth,
tomorrow. There's Caroline popping in.
They asked me to, but I didn't want to.
But we'll be back again tomorrow
Jessica.
at 3 p.m. Pacific time for episode 2 of season 2. Once again, if you're a Twitch Prime member, you can get access to season 2 as part of your membership for free right now, but you only have until the end of our stream time. So Sunday's the last day you can do it. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Thank you for helping
This
me
was a
get through
blast.
this first
I'm
episode.
so glad.
Thanks,
I'm
Maple.
sorry, Dennis. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
I'm very glad you were here.
Thanks, Maple, for joining us.
Yeah.
Offici-
She may be
And
back
barking
on.
at Richard, yeah.
She may be back on Sunday.
Yes.
I already plugged it.
You were about this.
Oh, yeah. It can show. Just so every day we're doing the stream, we're going to be giving out this poster pack featuring Season 3 poster, Season 1 poster, and then a limited edition one of Clem and Lee. There's only 150 of these out there, so they're pretty rare. Just join the chat, watch the stream, and keep talking with people, and you'll be entered to win. So we'll be giving one out every single day.
Yeah, we need to do a season 2 poster like that so we
Oh,
can have
man.
the
I
trip pitch. Yeah.
know.
I'm kind of wondering
Yes.
why they didn't, but we'll have to go
Melissa's
bust
a
some
fan.
heads. Make
Yeah,
it happen,
I'm
Melissa.
gonna make that happen
go
right
get-
now.
break
I
out your
have that
paint.
Totally.
power.
Yeah.
Push the Clem elevator button straight up to Kevin Bruner. Why is it
Hey,
this poster?
Your executive suite.
That's
that you
right.
have
Yes,
here.
yes.
But yeah,
just
thanks
like
for
a Mad
joining.
Men office.
We'll see you tomorrow.